Pardon me, Morty Vicar. Hey YouTube, X42708 here. Couple of things today. I don't do rants, as you guys probably know from you know, my personality that comes across on my YouTube videos. But I'm a little bit pissed off today. Three things, I thought I'd share them with you. It probably helps me get things off my chest and, you know, get some discussions going with you guys with you know, your opinions as to what's gone on, etc., and if you've had similar experiences. Also got a package to share with you, which I'll cheer myself up with by opening at the end. So hopefully that that doesn't go pear-shaped. First of all, this came through the other day. That's the Super Game Boy. So that allows you to put this into your SNES and put your Game Boy games in there. Now I'm aware it doesn't play Game Boy Color, or certainly not the majority of Game Boy Color games. But all of the Game Boy games I've tried, I've got about 10 of them, and none of them worked. So I'll put the cartridge in, switch the SNES on, and it comes up with the Nintendo Game Boy screen, but none of the games load. There was no instructions with it, so I just literally pressed all the buttons on the SNES pad just to see if I should be pressing something to start the loading up of the game or whatever, but it didn't work. So unfortunately this looks as though it's faulty, unless I am doing something wrong. I've been in touch with the seller, very apologetic, said that's the only testing that he had done, quite apologetic, so fair play to him, and he's refunded my money. So just a slight whinge on that one, because you know, I was hoping to do some Game Boy gameplay videos for you guys, but that's have to go on the back burner for now until I can get hold of another one. My next 2 points or issues. First of all, I do a lot of selling on PlayTrade, so through play.com. I sold a WrestleMania DVD a couple of weeks ago, which was WrestleMania 20. I think it went for just over 10 quid, so it wasn't a lot of money. And a few days later I was contacted directly by the buyer to say, oh, my wife brought this on behalf of our son. First of all, she didn't realise it was second hand. Okay, well that's your fault for not looking on PlayTrade, or not knowing what PlayTrade is about, and seeing that I had put the item was used but in very good condition. And secondly, on there, it wouldn't play on their DVD player because it's Region 1. Well, funnily enough, it was listed in the description as Region 1. So so they asked for the money back, and I just sent a reply back saying, sorry, unless the item's faulty, then you know, there's nothing I can do about it. All I can suggest you do is you either relist it on PlayTrade, or you put it onto eBay, see what money you can get for it, and then obviously use that money to buy yourself the Region 2 version, if that's the version that you need. So I left it at that, and then this morning I get an email from Play Customer Services to say, oh, this customer brought this item from you. They're saying that the item is faulty or damaged, which it's clearly not. I mean, I test all my DVDs, etc., before I send them out to people. That DVD, I think I'd only played once as well. So, you know, it was mint condition. There's nothing wrong with it at all. So I've bounced an email back to Play, telling them that, well, I've sent them the email correspondence, and said to them, look, you can clearly see from the emails that, you know, it's the item, that they've even said that it's not working because it's the wrong region, and I've said, sorry, that's the customer's fault, not mine. I'm not a business, I don't work, I've got no way of refunding the money. You know, it was their error, so they, you know, that's their fault, not mine. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them as to you know, if they're gonna, you know, take my side, the side of common sense, or they're gonna take the customer's side and, you know, be arsey about it. But, you know, I've got 9p or something in my play trade account. So if they decide to block my account if they want to be arsey, then so be it. So that's whinge number 2. And whinge number 3, my biggest disappointment yet. 3 months ago I ordered a brand new car. So those of you that have seen some of my videos and my tagging videos, etc., will know that I'm married, I've got 3 children, and I've got a teenage stepson. So we needed to move from an estate car up to one of these MPVs, you know, these people carriers. So being disabled, I'm on Motability, so I ordered a brand new Citroen Grand C4 Picasso, which is the 7-seater, nice 2-litre. So ordered that 3 months ago on the you know, the deadline that Motability give you, so there was no problems there. Dealer's been in contact with me, even though the dealer's now moved on and somebody else has replaced him. Dealer got in touch with me, you know, told me, oh, the car's now in the country, it's been built, etc., and rang me up last week to say it's now in the in the dealership. We'll sort a time for you to come across next Saturday, which is today, for you to pick the car up and sort the paperwork and, you know, hand your deposit across, etc. So I've been looking forward to that for 3 months now. Cleaned all the car out on Thursday night, I think it was, or the wife did anyway. Took all the car seats, you know, the children's car seats, all the children's toys out, you know, what those of you that have got families all you know exactly what I mean about what your car turns into when you've got a family. Got a phone call, supposed to be down there at 9:30 this morning. Got a phone call at 8:30 this morning from the dealer to say, oh, I've been away for a few days. It doesn't look as though the person that I asked to tax your car has taxed your car. So leave it with me for... He said he'd ring me back between 9 and 9:15 this morning. At 11:20, I'd still heard nothing at all. So I rang the dealership, and they turned around and said, oh, sorry, he's with a customer. The usual bullshit that, you know, you seem to have to go through hoops to be able to talk to a salesperson. It's an absolute nightmare across a lot of dealerships, not just Citroen, although Citroen is the one that I'm pissed off with today. And she said, oh, I'll get him to ring you back. So I told her what the issue was and that he was supposed to ring me back over 2 hours ago and he hadn't. So another hour passes, so 12:20, and I'm getting a little bit miffed by now. Steam started to come out my ears. And 5 minutes later, so 12:25, the dealer phones me to say, oh yeah, I've checked with the woman, your car's not been taxed. I hold my hands up, you know, I should have followed it through, but I've been off for a few days, so, you know, a little bit blasé, but basically just holding his hands up as well, saying, yep, I cocked up, and, you know, so that's really, really pissed me off. So he's now said, obviously with it being the weekend, he said come across Monday lunchtime, and we'll, you know, we'll sort it for you by then. So I'm going to ring up on Monday morning. So this is Citroen, guys, my first dealing with Citroen, the first Citroen car that I'll have ever owned, and it's been a really shitty experience so far. So I'm going to ring up Monday morning, 9 o'clock, and say to him, are we still okay for picking my car up at 12 o'clock? And at the same time, I'm going to say to him that basically I'm presuming that you will supply my brand new car with a full tank of petrol by way of a full tank of diesel by way of an apology for your dealership's cock-up. So we'll see what comes of that on Monday morning. But certainly, first impressions of this dealership is not good. So that's Citroen in Stockton. And basically, if I don't get any sort of compensation out of it, even, you know, then I'll either speak to the manager at the dealership, or I'll write to Citroen head office and Motability head office saying, you know, how disgusted and upset I am by my dealings with this particular dealership. So anyway, guys, rant over. So I'm hoping this parcel's going to be good. Let me just check the time, see if I need to do this in another video or not. Bear with me 1 second, guys. How are we doing for time? 9 minutes. We'll do this in another video, guys. So I'll upload the package video after this one. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my my mini rant. Not really a rant, but I needed to get it off my chest and talk, talk about it to you guys out there. A lot of you that I do consider as very good friends. So it's always good to share your problems with a few friends. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll put up another video shortly. Bye for now.